3-4-3 team, opens up to the 3-4 teams. Redskins grabbing. The surprise to me is that Cameron Jordan, 3-4 defensive end, wasn't more of a consideration.
With the 16th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Ryan Kerrigan, linebacker, Purdue.
So again, if you're tuning in just a little late, that was Jacksonville's spot. Washington made a trade with Jacksonville, who went up to get Blaine Gabbert at 10. Washington will end up picking a couple of times in the second round, because now they get a second from Jacksonville as well, and they get another guy with a 100-mile-an-hour motor.
Well, he's the captain at Purdue, 3-year starter. I mean, he causes a lot of fumbles, too. He wreaks havoc. He'll chase plays down. I've heard people say he gets a lot of his production against lesser competition. I don't really care. When you watch Ryan Kerrigan play against Ohio State, Illinois, Toledo in the Senior Bowl, he produces. He's durable, and he finishes. And that's the kind of player that the Redskins need. What do you think, Mel?
6'4", about 266, John. You're talking about a guy that comes hard every play. I compared him during his career at Purdue with the Boilermakers to Chris Long. Chris Long came out of Virginia, was an early first-round pick for the St. Louis Rams, and has really come on, the son of Howie Long, done a real good job with the St. Louis Rams. Kerrigan, to me, was that kind of player. Then he goes, as I say, and tests as an outside linebacker. Then the comparison, say, okay, now he can become like Jarrett Johnson, who was a down defensive lineman and a defensive tackle at Alabama, playing on his feet with the Baltimore Ravens. Kid never quits, gives everything he has, and he was a marked man at Purdue. Every team knew, blocking scheme-wise, who they had to handle with the Purdue Boilermakers. It was Ryan Kerrigan, and his productivity throughout his career was outstanding.
What are the Washington Redskins, with Mike Shanahan in year 2, going to do at quarterback? They went from 5-5, they finished 1-5. The Donovan McNabb fiasco, Rex Grossman to run the 2-minute offense. The team went down the turnpike, if you will. What are they going to do at quarterback? How does this resolve itself? Because, I mean, it's pretty clear that the McNabb experiment in Mike Shanahan's, for whatever it was worth, that didn't work. Whoever's at fault.
Look, they need players. I think Mike Shanahan knows that. They need a quarterback of the future. They need a quarterback that can play this year, but they need to get players at every position. A lot of people thought they could have addressed the offensive line, add another great receiver. They need a lot of help in a lot of places. That's why there's coaching changes in this business, but they got a very good pass rush now with the Rakpo on one side, Kerrigan on the other, and Jim Haslett will find something to do with the rest of this draft, because
he's going to have to. They had the second worst defense in football last year. Now, the busiest team on Thursday and Friday night, the New England Patriots. 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s. They're up.
Here's the deal. You hate blowing money, but you want a ton of food. Taco Bell's $5 box. A cheesy double-decker taco, burrito supreme, taco supreme, cinnamon twist, and medium soda. All for just $5. Now that's a deal.
Dart Tag. It's more than just a game. You can dominate on the field with the new Swarm Fire. You can't outrun 20 darts.
Dart Tag Swarm 5. Batteries not included. Blasters, jersey, and vision gear each sold separately. Recreated Dart Tag event.
It's Nerf or nothing.
They're the first kisses we ever got.
Good night, honey.
And they could fix almost anything.
Yes.
Thank Mom with the Charmed Memories collection from Kay, the #1 jewelry store in America.
I love you guys.
We know.
This isn't just a shirt. This is the latest innovation from Under Armour. The E39 electronic compression shirt. Right now it's measuring Julio Jones's heart rate, his speed, even the G-force of his takeoff. From the brand that's on a mission to make all athletes better, comes the technology that will turn potential to reality.
What's your beer say about you? With the new My Bud Light bottle, it says whatever you want. Grab a key or coin and write your name, number, whatever, for a limited time only. Same great Bud Light, great new label. Here we go.
Welcome back, everybody, and we're looking in on the Bud Light fan party in Boston as the Patriots fans eagerly awaiting their team's pick. Well, as we said, 2 ones, the first pick in the second round, so 3 picks in the first 33, 6 picks in the first 92, 2 ones, 2 twos, 2 threes, off a 14-2 season, off an MVP season, unanimously so for Tom Brady. Admittedly, another first-round thud in the playoffs for New England. What do they need? They need pass rush, but they don't need a lot at 14-2, but pressure the passer. The pick is in. Let's see who the first of many Patriot selections will be.
With the 17th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Nate Solder, offensive tackle, Colorado.
Little bit of a surprise. Nate Solder, an immense tackle, Colorado. There's a live shot of him. Matt Light, unsigned, toward the end of a very strong career. The other tackle is an uncertainty. That would be your other, if you're looking to plug something, pass rush, offensive line on the outside. Agree?
Tell you what, Boom, the surprise here is not Cameron Jordan at defensive end. I'll tell you why. There was talk this morning that they may trade up to get Cameron Jordan. He's sitting there for them at this particular point. They go offensive tackle, which is an area of concern, no question about it. Nate Solder, to me, is a developmental left tackle. He was a tight end in high school, tight end early on at Colorado. Technically, right now, he needs to work. Plays a little high, not the bend you want. Now, athletically, he's outstanding. He needs to be coached up in the NFL. An offensive line coach is going to get him, work with him, and make him a much better player. He's a little stronger in the lower body. Struggled against Cal. That Cal Golden Bear defense gave him some trouble early in the year as well. I look at Nate Solder as a guy this year. You're forced to put him out there at left tackle. You may have some ups and downs, some growing pains with Solder. 2-3 years down the road, he may be the best left tackle out of this group. Anthony Costanzo out of Boston College, a little more consistent. Boom. Solder has much more upside, though.
The only thing I want to jump in, I didn't want to overlook Ballmer, who really came on as a tackle, John, because Dante Scarnecchia, the offensive line coach, is one of the best.
Yeah, Ballmer's a right tackle. He played 16 games last. Let's talk about this Nate Solder. He is a 3-year starter at Colorado. I realize he was recruited as a tight end. When you see this guy athletically now, he's different than most offensive tackles. Tremendous size and tremendous athletic ability for a guy of this size. I've seen him play in a 2-point and a 3-point stance. They're a spread team at Colorado. Very good feet. Only areas of concern I had, I thought he was a little mechanical, robotic in his pass sets. I'd like to see him play stronger. And I think he's got to improve in terms of his run game awareness. He'll do that. Dante Scarnecchia, he fast-tracks these linemen. I mean, look at the linemen that he's had come through here in the last 7 or 8 years. He gets the most out of his players. They'll use this guy, Mel, initially, you watch, as an eligible tight end. They'll have all kinds of offensive linemen on the field, and you'll know when Solder's in there, Chris, because he's almost 6'10".
He blocks out the sun, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Well,
very good athlete.
And New England knows that even if it's not going to be Cam Jordan, they should, if they want, get later in the first a quality pass rushing type player. I mean, that's where the strength in this draft is. So we'll get back to New England now. 5 minutes to go on the clock for the San Diego Chargers, as you hear the Hotel California in the background. The Chargers, a perennial playoff team, couldn't win on the road. Special teams disaster. A disappointment last year as the Chiefs won the division and the Chargers did not get in the postseason for the first time in a half dozen years. The Chargers, new defensive coordinator Greg Minuski. They're going to force the issue. Not anything against Ron Rivera, who's head coach Carolina, but I think San Diego is a team that, look, they had so many Pro Bowl. They had Merriman, who's now gone to Buffalo. They had Cromartie, who's gone to the Jets for various reasons. But the thing is, they had Williams, the nose tackle, who is gone. So they have to push the issue on defense. And if you're wondering about the Chargers, they need to get legit.